Let me guess, you clicked on this video because you want a better hairstyle. Because you know a better hairstyle yields just a more attractive result. You overall will look better and feel more confident. The hard part is most guys don't know what to do with their hair. It's either too unruly to control or too straight to add any volume or texture, so you don't know where to go. Well, that's why you got your brother. You see, I've been doing this for so long. I know some of the most professional tips and tricks. I did a whole video where I sat down with the professional stylist that charges like $200 a cut, and the stuff that he taught me, it's game changing. And that's what I'm gonna show you today. I'm gonna game change your life, your hairstyle life, giving you 6 hairstyle rules most guys don't know of, but need to know to make your hair look its best. Let's go. Number 1. This is a really cool trick where if you want to straighten your hair without heat, use a beanie or a baseball cap. Say you got unruly hair, but you want your hair to look a little bit straighter. Easy. Make sure as soon as you hop out the shower that your hair's still damp, apply a leave-in conditioner. Then comb it all the way back and put on either a beanie or a baseball cap. Naturally, as the hair starts air drying by itself, what's gonna happen is when you remove it, your hair is gonna be completely flat. Now you can go in with a brush or a comb, style it to whatever direction, you use no heat, your hair's still healthy, and it's looking on point. Number 2, you wanna know how long your hair should be? Easy. How wide is your face? Let me give you an example. If you got a very wide face, kind of like I do, mine's like medium to large, what happens is you want to get to that goal of having that elongated oval face or structured face that's so coveted. That's like the ultimate face that can use any hairstyle. Well, to get that, you need longer hair on top, meaning you need more volume to give you the illusion of an elongated face. On the contrary, if you have a very narrow face, right, you don't have enough girth, it doesn't look strong or masculine enough, then you want to do the opposite. You want to keep the top as low as possible to kind of shorten the visual length of your face and make it look a little bit more squared off and more beefy. Number 3, nobody tells you this, but as soon as you hit like 20s or so, I want you to almost every month check for hair loss. Nobody talks about this, but the reality is that 2 in 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're in their 30s. Meaning that throughout this whole time, you've been losing hair and haven't realized it. But here's the thing. If you can catch hair loss at the earliest stages, that's when you want to take action, because that's when you get to keep most of your hair. And that's where we all relate, because hair loss comes from various factors. It could be from stress, it could be from genetics, it could be from malnutrition. There's so many reasons why hair stops growing or starts falling out, but the one thing that stands true for all of them is that if you take action today to keep your hair, that's when you can keep most of it. And that's where our sponsor Keeps comes into play. Our sponsor Keeps is completely revolutionizing how men keep their hair and how they're able to treat it. See, most of the time, or before, you would have to call, make a doctor's appointment, then go sit in the doctor's office, then have that awkward conversation with your doctor, then they would prescribe you something, then you would have to go to the pharmacist. That's a whole hassle, and it's one of the main reasons why most guys didn't want to do it. It's too much work. You, on the other hand, you have an alternative. See, if you guys click the link down below and go to keeps.com right now, what's going to happen is you could do the whole process from the comfort of your home through your laptop. That's right. As soon as you hop onto Keeps, you're going to fill out your own questionnaire that a licensed physician will then review, and then you'll have a consultation with that physician, and he's going to recommend to you the medication that you need to make sure you can stop hair loss in its tracks. Here's the thing. Keeps offers the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss treatments that you've probably heard of. They're in their generic form. However, they offer it at the lowest price possible. And I'm not the only one saying this. They have more 5-star reviews than any of their competitors, and that's for a reason. You're getting the best of the best at the lowest price possible. And the results speak for themselves. The before and after from the customers is amazing. That could be you as well. If you're noticing any sort of hair loss, or if you know of somebody, your dad, your uncle, somebody that's battling it that wants a solution, I want you to go to keeps.com/TMF or click the link down below to get the best offer possible right now to start your hair loss consultation and start taking control of your hair and making sure you keep as much of it as possible. If you guys want to check out Keeps, they're going to be linked down below. Number 5. less is more. The biggest mistake that I see men making is thinking that they need more product for more hair control. But the opposite is actually true. Less is more when you're trying to get a good style of hair. You see, when you glop on a crap load of hair product in your hair, all you're doing is actually weighing it down and getting this unnatural, shiny hairstyle that's like frozen in time. You want a hairstyle that flows and moves throughout the day, and you want something that looks natural. To get that look, you want to use a little bit of product. Less is always more. And finally, number 6, I want you to pat dry your hair with the t-shirt. This technique, again, most stylists use this, but what you want to do is stop every time that you get out the shower, grabbing your thick towel and just aggressively drying your hair. When you rub your hair like that, you're causing a lot of unnecessary friction that starts causing split ends and a lot of breakage to happen on your hair that damages it on the long term. What you want to do instead is get an old t-shirt, something soft, and then pat dry your hair. This is going to absorb most of the moisture, but also keep the integrity of the hair intact and making sure that you're not damaging it. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 6 hair tricks most guys don't know of, but I want you to implement today, and let me know down below how it's going to change your hairstyle. That's it for me today, boys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below, and also don't forget to check out our sponsor, Keeps, which is going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.